Good morning, good afternoon, definitely good evening this evening. Good evening, Spencer.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Oh, I saw you yesterday, so I'm fine, exactly as I was yesterday.
You haven't deteriorated then.
No. If anything, I've got slightly better because I've eaten pie, and I always feel better after I've eaten pie.
What type of pie have you eaten?
Steak and kiddly pie.
Steak and kiddly pie, an actual pie, a real pie, as opposed to an American pie, which is in fact a pizza. I don't know.
I don't know. There's loads of lovely people in the chat. I do notice that
Who have we got in there? Let's have a look.
well, just as I got to grips with
lovely.
Collywobbles being old gamer guy, he's now changed to Collywobbles.
He's squeezed out of the closet, hasn't he?
Of course he has, and he said he was there grabbing his beer and his pump action table just to lift it all up.
Accionos Pampos.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, so hello one and all. James, this is funny, Spence. So James has said, "Are you back from Portugal?" Now, on the forum on Pinball Info, it's got like a location thing. I've got the same thing on the football forum. However, mine's not as clever or advanced as the Pinball Info one. So what it does, it even notices, I guess, if you're using a VPN or something like that. And so mine constantly says I'm in Portugal.
That's nice. That's nice. Well, it's good that you can go away without actually leaving the confines of the house. I think that's lovely.
It is indeed. So we'll just go quickly through. Say a quick hello to Collywobbles. We will say a quick hello to Jim. Oh no, that's me. Hello. Kaufmanized, of course, is there. Stuart making it for the first.
He's observant, that boy. He knows if you're typing, you're actually there. It was me that wasn't there. I was having what can only be described as a technical issue.
Well, to be fair, I've actually got an excuse. So Collywobble says, "Hey, we've done him twice, if you pardon the expression." Andy has been working hard, Andy. So we welcome Andy. James, we've covered already. Andrew, it's a boy, and of course, Retro Head. And Explosive Egg. Do you know why I'm slightly late?
Why?
Because this is the only place I'll get away with this. I thought
you're in the middle of a game of pinball.
An epic game. I've just reached wizard mode on a game.
Oh, it's not what I think it is it?
It is what you think it is. Yeah.
You bugger.
Honestly, a sort of 10 to 7.
Oh, right, that was silly, wasn't it?
I put the kettle on. And but I'll have a quick game, and then I'll be down here for sort of 1:15. We can get set up. I flick the machine on, hit the shot after shot after shot after shot. Bosh! I did it for and I saw all the lights lighting up, and then by the end of it, I was shouting, "Jakey, bring the phone quickly! Record this bit." So there we go. So I recorded wizard mode on something. Would you like to hazard a public guess as to what I just reached wizard mode on, Spencer?
Well, I know exactly what you reached wizard mode on. I think a few people in the comments should probably guess.
Oh, okay. We'll let people guess what machine, and I'll give you a clue. It's not behind me. Did I reach wizard mode on? That's good, Spence. I like it. Like a radio show, that is. Guess
it is. Yeah, no, we won't start taking callers because it'll end in disaster and swearing. But
I was trying to think if I've got a prize. I'll tell you what I do have, by the way. It's not a prize. You can't have these.
You are a prize.
Look at this.
Oh, I like that. I do like that. I like that a lot. In fact, I'd like to have one of those, even though I don't have a Batman.
Well, you need 2 of them because it's.
I think I could probably get away with one if I haven't got a machine.
Yeah, it's for me hinge.
I could probably wear it on my hinge as well.
You probably could. And I got one of those. Cole sent them to me, right? And what he's done, he sent me loads of these. He sent me loads of booms.
Oh, they're really good. Well done, Cole.
Pals. Oh, that's another boom. He did send me others apart from Pow. And he sent me loads of those to stick over there. And what he also made.
Has he sent any rude ones?
See, he's made that. That's really 3D. And if you look at the bottom, he's done a little Gonzo on it with footballs.
Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. He needs to work on, the Biff Pow. He needs to work on some rude ones as well. I think that's got to be done.
There we go. Anyway,
Oh, hang on a minute. We've got a winner there.
Have we?
Explosive Egg.
Who is Explosive Egg? And why would he?
No. Explosive Egg. Reveal yourself. Well,
who are you?
Reveal yourself, but
who are you? Congo went today, by the way.
Did it?
Yeah.
I need to talk to you about that.
Well, we're gonna have a chat about Congo. We're gonna have a chat about Monster Bash, which is in the house since we last. We last did a Chinwag. Spencer's played Monster Bash. You've played Attack from Mars. You've played Congo. You've played Fish Tales. You've played the Secret Squirrel game.
The Secret Squirrel game. Well, actually, I think the cat's out the bag.
Anyway, there you go. Okay, well, listen, I will tell you now. We will tell you now that there is a Cactus Canyon remake. One in the country at the moment. And if you want to play it, and I will tell you now, you will want to play it, it's going to be in Tilt really, really soon. And there's lots of videos to come out, lots of stuff, lots of footage, lots of good stuff. So we don't want to spoil it too much now. But I suppose to make said I'm a nobody from the US. You're clearly not.
Of course, you're a somebody from the US.
Yes, definitely somebody from the US. Spencer, we've had a little teaser, a quick word on Cactus Canyon from you.
I'll keep my clothes on for this one. I think it's going to be another classic. I really, really, really enjoyed it. It had all the ingredients for a good, fun machine. I think I'm really pleased I got my name down for one. It's going to be right up there with Medieval Madness, Attack from Mars. They've done a sterling job on it. The quality is superb, and as many people need to play it as possible.
Yeah,
it's a great game.
Absolutely,
it's a great game.
It's going to Tilt. I'll tell you now. If you haven't played it, once you play it, you'll want one. I think it's as simple as that.
I am so pleased to got my name down for
order. So get Pinball Heaven obviously taking orders for them now. It's one of the best pinball machines I've ever played. Quite frankly, I think we'll leave it there because there's lots of teasers and lots of good videos, and lots of good stuff.
Yeah, we did a lot of filming on it yesterday, didn't we? A lot of filming on it.
Yeah.
So there's a good bit of content to come out.
A lot of good stuff to go. I mean, James saying there maybe I should have a long day trip to Birmingham. What we'll do is when it's there, Tilt will let you know by all their social media accounts and whatnot. We'll do the same on our Facebook page. As soon as it lands in Tilt, we'll tell you on the Facebook page. Don't go up there right now because it's not there. But it will be going there very, very soon, and it's epic. I want to save it because there's good stuff. There's good stuff.
It's a really humorous game as well. The call outs on it are fantastic. Shots.
I think that was just me telling jokes while you were playing it.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, it's a very deadpan game. Yeah. No, I tell you, the game is full of charisma. Absolutely.
It's a charismatic game.
Yeah. Like remember the old frisky charismatic duck?
I do remember the frisky charismatic duck.
Anyway, so there you go. So we're going to have a little chat about that. We've got Craig is joining us in a little bit to have a chat about quite an exciting tournament, a very, very exciting tournament that's coming up. So we got quite a packed show this evening. Call it a show. There's no dance. I think that's what Ricky Gervais, watching Ricky Gervais thing. He says it's not a show. There's no dancing or anything like that, mind you.
Oh, there could be. We could do dancing.
No, absolutely. Anyway, no more Cactus Canyon talk, by the way. Craig is actually in the green room at the moment. I did actually send Craig a 30-second clip of Wizard Modes because he's.
I haven't seen it yet. I know you can send that to me later on.
Well, I thought you might try and kill me after,
No. I'm going to have one in the house. I'll be super happy. I'll be super happy.
It was amazing. It was amazing. Anyway,
if you come around and done it on my machine, different ball game. But that's
well, I will. I got my eye in, if you know what I mean.
No.
Oh, there you go. He's just saying. Let's just have a list. I've got a family weekend in Solihull in a few weeks. Slip off. Yeah, go down
Absolutely,
there.
do it. You're going to have a good afternoon out anyway, and it's worth it for Cactus. But also, there's so many great machines up there.
Yeah, absolutely. Right then. Okay, Spence, where shall we start, mate? You've played a lot of games since we last saw you.
Well, yeah, I'm going to start with possibly the most intriguing. I think for me, you know, when you're bimbling around the house and you just you've got a few thoughts going through your head. Congo keeps on popping into my mind, and I don't know why, because it was massively undersold to me. It was sold as a rare game with no personality and poor graphics and a poor theme and poor music and poor call outs. But by God, the shots are good on it. And it's the first time in a little while where, I can be doing the washing up or cleaning the bathroom or something. I suddenly think,
you don't wash up or clean the bathroom. Your wife does that.
Oh, Consuela does that. But yeah, and my mind turns. Shut up, you. My mind turns to Congo, and I don't know why, but the shots on it, there's a little seed planted.
So that's
in
a
my
bit like
brain
this.
Now.
Congo.
Yeah, Congo. That's exactly.
I'm gonna use this for something else.
Bit of that. Yeah, absolutely. That's good for a cleanup. But yeah, it's sowed a seed in my head. It really has. It's I think about it more than I should. More than Attack from Mars and more than Monster Bash. Like I say, it really has surprised me how I sort of have taken to that game. Very good indeed.
Listen, it's excellent, and I hope I didn't undersell it. I hope I explained exactly what it was, which was a shooter's pin. It was, it is a machine that has fantastic shots. We'll ask Craig about Congo when he pops on in a little bit as well. So you really enjoyed that, and I know you did say when you came back, so I'll play Congo again. I said you won't. It's tombstoned and it's down. As I say, John picked it up today, as he messaged earlier, to say it's safely back in the countryside. Probably where it belongs, and I'm pleased to see it there. I've got to say, because it's gone to a really good back in the wild. It's got its own field and everything, running around.
Tire to swing on, that sort of thing. Yeah,
it absolutely, yeah, absolutely. It gets well fed and all the rest of it. So anyway, so you played that, which you enjoyed. Another game you really enjoyed was Fish Tales.
Yeah, again, I kind of had a bit of a connection with Fish Tales because I beat your score on it, which is always nice. It's always nice to go around to a man's house and beat his score on his own machine in his front room, which is great.
Back.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. It was again a really good, fun game. I can see why people go through them relatively quickly. I think it's a game that you could get bored of relatively quickly once you've done it, but for an entertaining game, I think if I had the room for a handful of machines, you possibly want to keep that in there as a crowd pleaser. It's good fun, really good fun, more fun than I was expecting, and I was expecting it to be a lot of fun.
Oh, okay. Well, it's got we keep saying this, so we got it's got personality, it's got charisma, it's got humor. It's funny enough. There's three behind me that have got all of that as well.
Yeah.
Which I think is important. But it's funny you say about Congo, actually, because obviously those are in here. Fish Tales is in there. I was actually regretting a little bit putting Congo down, because actually it doesn't. Let's not pretend it's not.
You didn't put Congo. You put Congo. You told me you'd gone to a farm.
Absolutely. I'm sorry. It does. It's not funny. It doesn't. It's not brimming with charisma and personality. But it's got the long shots and that. And I think as good an execution as of an upper flipper as I can.
Yeah,
I've not played enough for Godzilla. Avengers Infinity Quest really good on the upper flipper, to be fair. But it's so good. Actually, here I am having all this fun and chuckling to the French accents and whatnot on Attack from Mars. But actually, wouldn't mind a little strategic shoot 'em up. I think where Congo, the thing where Congo lacks a little bit is it's not mode based particularly. So you do find yourself chasing diamonds all the time. But I tell you what a great game. What a great game. So anyway, the one I was really looking forward to showing you for a long time. I made you wait because it was Martin at Go Pinball, by the way, is so good. Poor old Martin was helping me out with Monster Bash. We'll get to that in a bit.
There's a funny story in there, I can tell you.
But anyway, he came over and he fully serviced Attack from Mars, which I finally got you to play.
Yeah, that was a good, another fun game. Again, a very easy rule set, just a good crowd pleaser, a really good crowd pleaser. Great call outs and a lot of personality and humour. And I think both you and I like a game with charisma, and that is bursting with charisma. And I can see why it's a firm favourite with a lot of people. I'd have one of those in a heartbeat. It's a really, really great game. It's got it all going on. Absolutely got it all.
Something else you can have. There you go. There's John.
I know. I just spotted that. Cheers, John. Thank you very much, sir. I will take you up on that because Congo is. I wouldn't say I'm dreaming about it, but I am thinking about it quite a lot.
Is that?
Which is never a good sign.
Is that Congo? That's obviously what Stuart means. It's not.
I'm going to watch it. I am going to watch it. I'm going to watch Congo.
Let's all watch it.
I'll tell you what, Channel 4 will wonder what's going on with their viewing figures, won't they? Suddenly all these people...
They will. You know, how many people... There's 21 people live chat. Let's say we've got 21 extra viewers and it's all down to Stuart.
Absolutely.
There we go. So, yeah, and then obviously the game that I have been waiting for a really long time because Jurassic Park, since we after Chinwag, Jurassic Park has gone. And a Monster Bash there has now...
Yes. Yeah. Now, I only got a handful of games on that the other day. But
I think you had 3 games, didn't you?
Yeah, I watched you have probably the game of your life on it. I don't know whether you've beaten that since then.
But, I have, but yeah. Yeah,
it was quite good. I mean, you pretty much went through the whole thing. What particularly impressed me was how far they went. I mean, I've never spent any quality time with Monster Bash, and to see one of those really, really, really late Bally Williams machines, what they did with the dot matrix display, God, they got a lot of animation on that. And it's quite funny because I've only ever seen the more simplistic animation of some of the earlier games, sort of the mid-90s ones. To see where they went in sort of 4 or 5 years with the animations, there was so much going on, and it was so cleverly done. And they made the most of it. And you could really see they were stretching the whole platform as far as they could go, really.
No, absolutely. No, it's such a brilliant game. And I know I'm late to the party, and we are on this channel. Johnny come late is in pinball terms, but just a genius how magnificent that game is. It's brilliant, and he gets a reputation. Gomez, who is my favourite designer. I mean, anyone that can make Monster Bash, Batman 66, and Deadpool's got to take it for me, right? Okay, I'm going to take it.
He's got to take it.
No, he's not. Sorry, that's all wrong. No, it's got to take the award. You know, the prestige.
Oh right, okay. I wonder where we go. It's not that sort of show, you know.
I wouldn't do that to George.
No, okay.
There's a couple of designers. Anyway, no. Anyway, that's. Anyway, what a terrible turn this podcast.
You've just gone off on a massive little tangent of your own there.
Absolutely. Anyway, I can't remember what I say, but something about George Gomez, something about this, that, and the other. I'll tell you what, though.
He should win an award, is what I think you meant to say.
Hold on. Corvette. I know, man, it's got a Corvette. I don't mean an actual car. Hello, Dave, by the way. Dave's got pinball covers, by the way.
Has he?
Oh, they're great. I've got them. I didn't show, but I'd whipped all my clobber off by the time you came round yesterday.
Yeah. He always does things naked.
But they're really, really good. So I'm in for a couple of those. Certainly, I mean they're really good. So I would advise you. Well, I'd advise anybody get some.
Yeah, I'm definitely up for a cover. I need a cover. That would be a really great thing. I'll get in touch, David.
Right, hold on. Let's just go because Kaufman has mentioned Godzilla a couple of times. Let me just want to get this straight, and then we're going to bring Craig in a second. The whole reason, not the whole reason actually, but there are 3 or 4 reasons for letting Congo go. But I do think it's important to have a shooter. And I think because I knew Godzilla was coming in, that was thought, okay, I can let that go because Godzilla's coming in. So Congo can go anyway. And you know what, John really wanted it, and at serious purposes, we've got a video out of it, and it was nice to feature it on the channel and so on and so forth. But again, if you are after a Godzilla at the moment, we understand there's some of them winging. He swims. The Godzilla swims under the water, doesn't he?
Well, I think he walks, but he's quite tall.
Oh, okay. Well, there's many Godzillas walking across the channel at the moment, and again, they're going to be arriving at Pinball Heaven at some point. I don't yet know, but they're on their way. So yeah, get over there, have a look. All the LEs are sold out. I think that's the same for the Cactus Canyon. Do you know what I say about Cactus Canyon? Don't worry about the LEs sold out. Get that edition with the topper if you so want the topper. The topper is interactive. If not, that is more than good enough. I'll tell you now.
Yeah, it's quite interesting.
And pros, I think, for Godzilla, certainly.
Yeah, I mean the CGC machines, they're actually pretty good at giving you the whole machine, and the LE really is just upgraded bits on it. What's that? Oh,
I can't say his name because we say his name every podcast.
Yeah, we say Andy's name. Oh, damn, I've done it. Sorry.
Yeah, but no, it's Oh, I'll tell you what. Can I say a happy birthday to somebody? So let's say happy birthday to Sarah. Happy birthday to Sarah, by the way. And then we won't have to mention his name. That's a right tease.
That is a tease. Well, he is a tease, isn't he?
He is a tease. Anytime you want he who can't be named, it's there, and it is. Where is it? There. It's in. You didn't come round, mate. You didn't come round anyway. Anyway. We're gonna bring. You've not met Craig yet, have you?
Yeah, I have. I've been on a podcast with him. Slide him in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, you might be the filling, have you? All right, okay.
I don't know.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. We can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we've definitely met.
Yeah. On here anyway. On here. You're coming up to Penfest.
Hold on, his sound's gone. That's me mucking around.
His sound's gone.
I'm so sorry. Hold on. Craig? You there? He can't hear us. That is me mucking around.
Have you muted him?
I've not muted him. Craig, have you muted your mic? Do you want to check? I think you might have to. No, I can't. We can't hear you. You can't hear us. You might have to come out and rejoin. There you go. That's Craig. Craig Pullen.
Lovely, everyone. Craig. Lovely to see you. Well, I always like it when Craig comes on. He's got so much to say.
I always like having guests on the. I always like having guests on the show. Let him sort out his stuff there. We may have to kick you out, and then come back in.
Rejoin and see what happens.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, there you go. He knows that.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
I can hear you now.
Oh, we can hear you.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So come on then, dish the dirt. What had you done?
It's because he was mucking about with changing all the screens. I swear it was him, not me.
Yeah. Okay. We'll blame Chris because
you better have something good to say now, Pullen. I tell you.
I'm sorry, but no, nice to see you again, Spence. Yeah.
Yeah, lovely to see you. Are you coming up to Pinfest? Are you intending to?
Oh yeah. I'm still in negotiation with my wife. How long for? I'd like to do more than just the Sunday, but it may be just the Sunday again. But yeah, no, I'll be there definitely for as much. I'd love to come for as many days as I can. I'm super excited about it. So yeah.
Yeah, I think you should definitely come up Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We'll have a few beers.
I'd love that. I would absolutely. I would love to have some time where I can just chill and speak to people. That would be my dream. I'd love to do that. So we'll see.
Getting wasted, so he's got the shakes the next day.
Mate, that would be so funny. Actually, do you know what would be more funny than getting him wasted would be seeing him the following day. We're absolutely hammered so he can barely walk. Cheers,
mate. Appreciate that.
No worries. Anytime.
I'll tell you what, it's a fair tactic. Craig, you've been you got Iron Maiden, didn't you? You got Iron Maiden relatively recently, mate, and you've been ploughing your way through that, right?
Yeah. I've had it. So I actually got it from Daz. So that's Replicas on the group. Top bloke, top man. So I got my Maiden from him probably. I think it's probably about 4 months ago, something like that now. I absolutely love it. It's an amazing game. I know you're not a particular fan, Chris, but it's spectacular. It really is. I think it's certainly one of the best games ever made. And I've played a lot. It's one of the best I've ever played. I don't know how much longer I'll have it. unfortunate thing with limited space and a super game that is seems to have been created. I have spoke to Phil and I have put my name down for a Godzilla, which is that's
Okay.
quite a big deal for me, to be honest. I've as I was saying, I spoke to Chris about it. I've tallied up all of my machines and I've had over 130 over the years, and I've never bought a new in-box game. So this will be my first new in-box in 24 years of collecting pinball machines. So it'll be extremely exciting if it comes off, if it all pays off. This for me is Iron Maiden's the most expensive game I've ever bought. So I can't afford to just get a Godzilla. So it will be the case that one will have to go, and hopefully, these things seem to be like super in demand, as we saw yesterday on the group with the Pro that popped up. Did you see that? It was
What happened with that? I missed that one.
So that was listed at 7,250, and it was sold within 3 minutes, as you would expect.
Wow. That's actually I mean, depending on condition, obviously, it can't be in that bad a condition. It's a reasonable price.
It was 1,400 games on it. It's obviously been played quite a bit, but it's the first Godzilla that's actually come up on the open market on Pinball Info. Maybe there's been others that have traded hands and stuff that we haven't seen, but that's certainly the first Godzilla that I've seen that's actually been sold. And so, I saw it after 32 minutes, and I would have had it if I wasn't on the list with Phil, for sure. But I think there's probably about 6 or 7 other people in front of me before, even after half an hour. So you can see that it's a bit like getting on they're just like hotcakes, really. I really want one, and I don't think that there's a chance that I'm going to get one, other than going down the new inbox route. And I'm pretty excited about it, to be honest. So yeah.
Good stuff.
Actually, Spence, funny enough, there was a Theatre Magic.
What's that?
Up for sale last night. Again, very quick, very, very quick.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, it was listed at like 10:30 last night, and before 11, it was sold. That was about $5,000, wasn't it? Yeah, it was nice as well.
5.9. I think it's 5.9. It's something like that. Yeah. But it was nice. It was in nice condition. To be fair. We were just speaking about Congo. To be fair, Craig, you watched my video that I did on Congo, and then you messaged me and said, "Oi, you're missing."
What are you doing?
Yeah, it's I think Congo is a wonderful game. Like I guess I've been playing pinball so long now that theme, like Cole, he always goes on about theme and how themes is his massive thing, isn't it? And he's been playing pinball longer than me. But for me, theme is quite far down in the list, to be honest. I know I'm a bit different in terms of
you've got an Iron Maiden, so you've demonstrated that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you need to say any more, really.
Exactly. I have no affiliation with Iron Maiden. I don't care about the band. I don't particularly like the music. It's just how it plays, And Congo for me is exactly the same. I've not even watched the film, but I know it's pretty crap. I know the license is pretty crap. It doesn't look great.
It's on this Saturday, so you can.
Yeah, I saw that in the chat.
In the caps.
Yeah, but that is a great shooter. Like you said, it is exactly that. That shot through the pops up onto the volcano is bloody awesome. It's really, really cool. It's really hard. But yeah, it's just got it's got really nice rules as well. I really like it. The 100 diamonds that you've got to collect, and I really love Skillfire. Did you ever make it to Skillfire, Chris, on that right scoop? It's on the map. You've got to keep shooting the map over and over. I think it's the 4th and 5th award, and the skill. So it's just a really cool feature with the skill shot, and this is what I said to Chris. So he did that video, and Keith Elwin nicked it on Iron Maiden, but basically it's a plunge that goes all the way into the out lane for the super skill shot. So you've got to actually plunge the out lane, which just seems kind of
counterintuitive. I got right into that.
Did it on his first thing. He came over. I said, Craig said to do a skill shot like this. I failed to do it 3 times. Let's have a go. Bing, and he dropped it.
Yeah, it's cool.
Literally, out of 20 attempts, I could probably do it 16 or 17.
Oh wow, yeah. Well, and that's the thing. So Skillfire is this award. It's like I think it's the 5th map award or something like that. I'm sure J Mac will get there on it. It basically it's a multi-ball, but you haven't got any flippers, so it just keeps chucking balls into the shooter lane. You just got to keep plunging over and over and over,
Wow.
and you just got to keep hitting if you can that out lane. So if you can just keep so Spence, if you can do 16 out,
I'm there.
You're probably going to get 400 or 500 million on that one mode. It's brilliant. Wow. It's so cool, and it's there's three skill shot targets that are worth like 10 million, and if you can hit the middle one as well, I think that's worth 20 million. But yeah, I think there's some really unique features about Congo. I think it's J-Mac got in there really quick with that one, didn't he? Because I would have had that off you, Chris, to be honest. I'm sure there were a bunch of other people that would have had off you as well.
If it's any consolation, it'll make you feel worse. You were second in line.
Oh, was I? All right, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it's a lovely game. It's a lovely game, and I really, really enjoy it. I think it's, again, as you said, is about the size of your collection, and if you've got a big collection, then there's definitely room in there for it. In the same way as Fish Tales. Do you know what I mean? I think that, if you've got a big enough collection, you're always just going to have fun going up and playing it, which is really important.
Yeah, nice, absolutely. Let's go. Well, Fish Tales popping down to Spencer first.
Nice.
It's going to come and live at my house for a little while.
And then it's and then Collie Wobbles is having it, so it scratches an itch for him. But what a great, that's satisfying. Hitting the boat, the looping of that's really satisfying to do that.
Yeah, it's class pinball. It really is. The multi-ball on that is,
it's lovely.
It's just brilliant. Like, it's so simple. It's like Creature for me. They're just the golden era of pinball, that 92, 93 kind of, and just nailing it, because, it's only a 3-ball multi-ball, Creature's only a 2-ball multi-ball, but what you have to do it's hard, really hard, and so satisfying when you actually achieve it. I love that game. I really do. Yeah, awesome.
It's kind of right up my street because the two orbits are integral to the whole gameplay. Especially that left-hand orbit, to get it right the way around and lock it up in the top there. Yeah. You keep on banging that out. I mean, I just love an orbit. I go crazy for them for that reason alone. I love that game, absolutely.
And that right orbit as well, in terms of increasing the boat, because
it gets the level up, doesn't it? Yeah.
It's very simple. It's so simple, but it's really and it all depends on how you set it up. I think that's the other thing, isn't it? If you set it up hard, that can last a long time in a collection. It really can. I've had 5 of them or something like that, Fish Tales, over the years. It's ridiculous, but it is because every time I see one, I just thought, I could do with another Fish Tales. It's a bit of an addiction, isn't it? But yeah, it's fantastic.
I dare say I will look to get it back at some point. I'm already, I've not been doing this 5 minutes. There's already certain games I've had twice. So this is going to happen. Craig, anyway, you wanted to have a chat because Neil has done something quite tremendous, and it is the UK Open, isn't it?
That's it. Yeah,
Tell us more about it, mate.
Yeah, sorry, I've kind of just pushed myself in here tonight, and I'm sorry about that. It just it is quite special what he's done, to be fair, and I'm sure that some people on the group have seen, but I know not everybody's into the tournament side of things, but I wanted to kind of come on here and just talk a little bit about what he's putting on, and kind of in the whole of Europe, really.
Hold on, sorry, Craig, just stop there. Andy's put outside here, and it's actually right. He said before you start, your sound keeps crackling. Is your headphones, are they in properly?
It might be my headphones, mate. Yeah.
Just have a little.
Hello.
Let's just have a see.
How's that?
Go on, keep talking.
Can you hear me? How's that?
Still crackling.
I think there might be a loose connection with them. Has your thing got a mic on it, or?
Let's try it. I'll just grab that. Is that any? Is that better?
I think so.
Yeah.
Should we do it like that?
I think so, mate. Yeah, just speak a little bit louder, and that'll do. And then particularly with what you're going to tell us. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry. I grabbed the closest set of headphones. I'm sorry. I'm a bit underprepared for this.
No, mate. To be fair, about 10 minutes ago, I said, "Are you fancy coming on?"
Sorry. Yeah.
And then I wasn't answering the phone after that because I was playing pinball really bloody well. Let me tell you.
Yeah. I know you were. Okay, cool. Yeah. So the UK Open. So there's a thread on Pinball Info about it. So this is Neil McRae. So Neil majority of people here will know, I would imagine. But Neil goes to a lot of tournaments over in the States, so he hasn't been playing tournament pinball that long, like 4 or 5 years, something like that, I would say. But because of his work, he gets to go over to the States an awful lot. And he has been to some of the biggest tournaments in the world, and he's been kind of taken in by the way that they do things over there. And now, just for your information, the American tournament scene is quite different to the European tournament scene, which is quite strange because in Europe, we don't historically play for money very much. It's normally just a trophy and ranking points. And so Neil's gone over to America and has seen the way that they run things and thought, let's bring what they are doing over here. And it's I've been doing this. I think 13 years I've been playing tournament pinball, and in Europe I've not ever seen a tournament like it. So what he has done is he's basically ripped off Indisc. So Indisc was the one that you guys saw Andy Foster at. Remember when we did that chat about Andy and Andy came on and spoke about Indisc? That was the Open World Championship. So basically he has taken the entire format of Indisc and is bringing it to London, to Croydon. He has hired out the Hilton Hotel in Croydon. They've got a massive ballroom there. So obviously it's very close to to Pinball Republic.
But both of them.
Sorry, both of them. Yeah, those two very good venues in Croydon.
That's it. But because of the size of the venue, which is still huge, you know what I mean? Pinball Republic is massive, but because of the grandeur of this tournament and what he is trying to create, is he wanted it to be bigger, and so they are transporting loads of games to this hotel, which is unbelievable. Kudos to the Pinball Republic team, because that's a load of their games as well. And Neil is as we know, Neil has been accumulating loads of games over the last year or so, from all different eras. He's been asking for Stern premiums. He's been asking for old stuff as well, and he's been buying stuff with the intention of running this tournament. So he is literally spending thousands and thousands of pounds in order to bring us top quality machines so that we can all play them. And so it's kind of it's certainly for me a little bit, taken me by surprise, and quite a lot of people by surprise, because he's so just to kind of talk a little bit about the format. It's basically the same format as at Pinfest in the competition, except for instead of 3 games on a ticket, it's 5 games on a ticket. So it's your accumulation of 5 different pinball machines on one ticket, and your scores compete against everybody else. So it's a harder tournament than the Pinfest tournament, which is hard as well. That 3-game ticket, but he's gone to a 5-game ticket in the main, and he's put up a $3,500 top prize as well, which is just for anyone who's been playing competitive pinball, like I said to you guys in the podcast around Pinfest from last year, I won £615 at Pinfest last year, which was the most that I've ever won in a competition.
And your wife let you keep £15, didn't she?
Exactly right. Yeah. Exactly.
That was nice of her, actually. I thought that was very fair.
That's lovely.
That's lucky. Nice. £15 all to myself.
Wow. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So for Neil to be putting up $3,500 as the top prize, it's just spectacular, really. It really is, and that's not the only prize. There's 5 tournaments over those 3 days. So he's running. It's a competitive pinball event. It's not a Pinfest. It's not a show. No. It is about competition. It is about you going and seeing that. But the other thing is, even if you're not into competition, what I would say is, you need to realize how special this is. It's a really, really special thing that he's doing, and it may never happen again. Obviously, what I'm really hoping is that the attendance is massive. It washes his face that Neil isn't massively out of pocket, because he's putting up an awful lot of money in order to make this happen.
It's a big risk. It needs to be
how's he going to generate the revenue? Say a big attendance. obviously not just the people that are playing are going to be attending.
No, yeah, they are. Yeah, so everyone who is going, is going to be playing. The ticket prices are more expensive than, as you would expect, than Pinfest because of those prizes.
Yeah.
So basically, at the moment, it's 90 quid, which buys you the three-day pass, and it buys you 5 entries into the various tournaments. So you can play 5 entries on the main tournament, or you can play one each of the tournaments, however you want to distribute that. That's what it gets you. So that's 90 quid, which for some people, especially people who haven't played a lot of tournament pinball, might think that's an awful lot of money. But basically, that is in line with a lot of European tournaments. So for example, I went over to Fulda in Germany, which is another big tournament venue, and I think I paid 110 euros for my tickets, which was over 3 days as well, which was also 5 tournaments. But then there was no prize money, so it was just a trophy, So I think if I'm being honest, I think it's very good value for money at the moment. It gets more expensive the more that it goes on and gets closer to the date. That's the way that Neil's done it, so to entice people to book early, basically. And I know it's not for everybody, but what I would say, and people might be thinking, well, I haven't got a chance of winning this. It's not, it is about that. Of course, it's about that. Of course, that's what I want to do. Is I want to go and try and win it, but it's also, like I said, in 13 years, I've never ever seen anything like this happen in Europe. The only way that I would have been able to ever play in a tournament like this is to go to California to play an Indisk. So I would just say, seize the opportunity, come and see.
Yeah.
So come and see what's going on. It is something special. It's with all your mates as well. Hopefully, people in the UK that as many of people in the UK hopefully will be in attendance, and can enjoy the 3 days of playing pinball, having fun, all like that, and playing in the competition as well, and also seeing some of the very, very best players in the world going head to head against each other. Just so you're aware, and so, some people might know some of these players, but so I've been in contact with quite a few of the European players, and trying to let them know about the tournament. And so Daniele Acciari, who is previous world champion, I think he's won 3 or 4 world championships, Italian player, previous #1 in the world, maybe the best in the world, certainly I would say in the top 3 or 4 in the entire world. He's coming. Julio Vicario Soriano, the #1 in Spain, he's been in the top 10 in the world. He finished #3 in the world championships. He's coming. Arvid Flygar, he's a 13-year-old. He's a Swedish player.
You told me about this kid.
Yeah. So currently ranked #6 in the world. He's coming. So you've got these unbelievable players that you just don't ever get. They've never been to the UK before. And it's this tournament that's enticing them, that's getting them to come over. So, I have been pretty vocal on the group in terms of trying to say, like, come on, like, support this, and that's why I wanted to come on tonight, is to really promote it and for people to really back what Neil's doing, because it takes someone with a lot of balls to do something like this. It really does, because it's not just the money, it's the organisation, it's the pressure, the stress of putting all this, trying to organise it, and obviously all the Pinball Republic guys who are also getting involved and working really hard to put on something like this. So I think in terms of the UK scene, not just the tournament scene, the whole pinball UK scene, it would be amazing if you're available. So this is the last couple of days in September and the beginning of October. Get involved, come along. It's gonna be an amazing event, I think. Obviously it's impossible to say, but with Neil at the helm, he's going to throw everything at it. Like, if anybody's been to any of Neil's events, he chucks everything at it, and it looks like this. It's one of those, but on 100 times the scale. So it should be championed, because it's going to be awesome.
I think you made a very valid point. If even if you have a sneaking suspicion that you're not exactly going to place very high, what a great weekend. That's actually pretty cheap, and it's a good opportunity to get some first-hand experience really watching these guys live, and a chance to meet some of these people as well.
Absolutely, that's it, isn't it? I think that's exactly it. It's whatever it is that you think, it's an opportunity to go and play a load of pinball machines and see some amazing players playing, and just have a chat with your mates and enjoy yourself as well. All of those things rolled into one, and a bunch of RP. I think that's the thing as well. Like Neil did put a post out on the group. In terms of the sign up, I think we're at probably like nearly 70 people or something like that now, which is decent, something like that. But currently, more Europeans are in attendance than Brits, which it would be amazing if we can outnumber that. Do you know what I mean? Because it's in our country. It would be awesome if we can get more Brits there, because it's the UK Open, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It would be amazing if a Brit could win it. That would be amazing.
We need to keep our end up, as they used to say. Yeah,
exactly right. that would be awesome, wouldn't it? So yeah, I hope that's enough of a spiel for it. But I just wanted to say that tickets are on sale now. They went live about 3 days ago. So I wanted that buzz to continue, basically. And yeah. Neil probably wouldn't have done this. Do you know what I mean? He probably wouldn't have come on and done it, but I felt like I should do it on his behalf, almost.
We'll put the link in, mate. I'll find the post on the forum if Neil's got if he's done a website for it. Fine. I'll find that.
We'll put something on the Facebook page as well. We'll put a link on there, and I'll keep on bumping it up to the top periodically.
Yeah, it's a shame it wasn't today, because I think I would have won it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm in good form. I'm in good form today.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, it's all about timing, fellas. You know what I mean?
Yes, you starting a game at 5 to 7. Yeah, it's all about timing.
10 to 7. Spencer.
I'm sat here.
Such an epic game. I've looked through the archives and all the eons of playing that game, and no one's ever had such a long game. So there was no way that I would have known that a game could last for that long. You spoke about 1,400 plays on Godzilla. That was the equivalent of that in one game.
Yeah, meanwhile I was just sat here like a lemon waiting for a link to get into
I know. I'd have to rebuild the flippers.
Recover that playfield. It's ruined now.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely. What can you do? Craig, fantastic, mate. Listen, we will thank you for coming on. Pop on again, please, before Pinfest, and we'll,
It'd be lovely to have you on again.
We'll have a chat about that, and we'll have a chat about Godzilla, hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
That'd be really good as well. And all the other things, and yeah, mate. Thank you very much for popping on, and I'm sure I'll be bothering you as I do most days with long WhatsApp voice notes and pictures of epic, actually mildly unimpressive scores on pinball machines.
I do love the fact that you can watch one of his videos and just chip in there and go, by the way, mate, you know what you're doing wrong. Keep it coming. Keep him in his place.
I wouldn't mind it, but it was at 4:30 in.
Yeah. Well,
to be fair, Sven, this game that he has actually had tonight is mightily impressive. So I will say that anyway.
Yeah, I saw him get close the other day. Actually, I did see him get close the other day. He wasn't far off it. It wasn't half an hour.
This is quite different. This is very good. Fair play. Right, gents, I'll let you go. Cheers.
Thanks matey.
Yeah, you take it easy. Nice to see you.
Cheers, mate. Bye. There you go. There's Craig, top man. Always.
Yeah, we like Craig.
Yeah, I do bother him quite a lot, actually. I do bother quite a lot of people, quite a lot, as you know.
Talking of bothering people. So,
yeah.
What was up with Monster Bash then? You got to the bottom of it in the end?
Well, nothing was wrong with it. I got it here. It was all working fine. So Frankenstein's monster, he's on a table, and then when you get, it's like a multi-ball mode, and he tips down, he becomes a bash toy. You've got to hit his legs.
I saw this the other day, and he wasn't doing the. I shouldn't really do that, should I? He wasn't lowering himself.
He wasn't doing a full Kenneth Williams, is what you're saying.
No, he wasn't having a Kenneth Williams. No,
he wasn't having a Kenneth Williams. And I was going to say, sorry, Kenneth, if you're watching, but probably not.
He's not.
Anyway, something was wrong, and there's obviously some great people on the forum, and which is Pinball Info, by the way, just in case I don't want you going to the wrong forum again. The link will be in the description below. And if you've got a technical query, it's a really good place to ask for technical advice. And so anyway, so lots of people give lots of different advice. I've got a before I do anything else. By the way, somebody on there did actually point out that they were all like on the same line. Like on the same row, they might
right. Explain what was wrong. So the monster was
five switches are out.
Right. Okay. Five
switches were out. Okay. And somebody said they might be connected because they're all on the same line, which can all be traced back to one connector on the thing in the back. What's it? Right. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? Oh, technically.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, a fair play to Andy, right? Andy, who doesn't have a Monster Bash, doesn't know anything about it. So Andy's,
I bet he told you to take the glass off, didn't he?
He told me to take the glass off with your hands, run the ball along, get him multi, and you'll get the top score. Every time. Absolutely. And basically, he was looking at a Monster Bash manual, the PDF or whatever, and he told me, look for this wire, and a few people told me this, that, and the other, and he was really trying to help, and he was, sending me images and trying to help with the pinball machine.
Say not again.
And he was very good, very, very helpful, and a lot of people were extremely helpful, of course. But anyway, Martin at Go Pinball had very stupidly said to me, if you ever get any problems, anything, just give me a call and we'll sort it out on the phone via like a video thing or whatever.
He should know better. He should know better.
It's got to be. It's just funny. It made me laugh. It's gonna get worse, far worse. So I said to him,
you were complaining to me about it, and I said, the first thing I said was, "Have you read the manual?" And you went, "No, I don't
have a manual."
Yeah, I know, but it's a PDF online.
Yeah, well, you saw this yesterday. I can't use the phone really. I'm not really very good at such things. And I get annoyed. I get frustrated. I get angry. Okay. Mm-hmm. In a way that I had the most patient person in the world. Cooking, a bit of carpentry, whatever. I had the most patient person.
Did you just say you're the most patient person in the world?
With certain things.
Right. You know this is recorded, right? Other people can see it.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's fine.
And then as soon as technology comes into it, I get frustrated, I get annoyed, and I get angry, right? And I felt really bad for Andy. Andy's trying to help me out, and I know I'm getting stuff again. I'm for goodness sake, and all the rest of it, right? And he's trying to help me out. He's probably thinking, God, he's rude, isn't he? But I don't mean it, right? I just get frustrated because I almost feel like I've got technological dyslexia or so. I am actually dyslexic, so I find the frustration the same when anyway, so I've been told, Martin's telling me to find this white wire with an orange stripe on it. And I lift up the playfield. Honestly, there's so many wires under it. I think, no, it's just, have you seen it? It's just full of wires.
Mate, I'm colourblind. I wouldn't stand a chance in hell.
Well, anyway, so Dave says you could set up a Chinwag on YouTube, but not a PDF. No, I don't know. Dave, it all looks the same, right? And all these wires and underneath and pistons and stuff under the playfield, right? And I'm thinking, oh, no, this is terrible. And Martin's, bless him, he's saying, no, he said, I'm telling you. He said, have you checked the connector? Check the connector. He film it, send it to me. So I'm sending it to him. He said, the connector's fine. He said, so under there, there's a wire. And I'm filming it. I'm under there. The bonnet's up on the thing. I've got the lights. You know how many lights I've got here, which we use for filming and stuff. I've got loads of lights under it. I can't find it. I'm going bonkers, right? In the end, he must have paused my video and actually found it. So I think he's been going through on his phone and like zooming in and stuff like that. He found it, paused it, put it in paint or Photoshop, whatever, drew a circle around. He said, that's it there. Oh, okay. So then I just thought, it's just in amongst other wires, right? And other, well, they're not pistons, solenoids, right?
Solenoids, yeah.
Right. So anyway, it's there with all this stuff. I'm thinking, oh no. In the end, I got there. I said, I found it. He said, yes. So I said, what do I do with it? He said, well, you have to resolder it. I said, right, where do I resolder it? Again, he went back in and he found it and he zoomed in. You've got to solder it on there. I said, you sure it doesn't look like it should go on there, Martin? Obviously, Martin is Go Pinball and I'm going nowhere. So he clearly knows far more than I do. And bless him, I soldered it on there. And then one of them disappeared because there was like 5 technical test warnings, if you like, saying this ain't working, this ain't working. Then it said the old Frankenstein table.
What the Frankenstein
Kenneth Williams table?
Yeah,
it's working.
The Kenneth Williams, yeah,
it's working. Oh,
nice.
This is good. But then he said, "Can you do a Now I know you said this. He said, just do a test and then reset all the switches." I said, "How do I reset all the switches?" He said, "You have to press them." I said, "I don't know where they are." So one of them
there's a map in the manual.
Well, I haven't got a manual. And it's like one of them is an opto right flipper. An opto, I don't know what an opto is, right? I don't know where it is. I don't know. Anyway, so he said, just play it. He said, just play it. He said, have a couple of games. He said, and they'll all reset themselves. And he was so calm. And I think it was a Sunday or something like that. And I said, I feel terrible. I feel terrible. Right. I could even hear at one point, I think he was in the car with his family. Oh no, this is bad. This is bad. Right. And I said to him, "Don't. Let's be back tomorrow. It's fine. Don't worry about it." Could have been
worse. He could have been at a funeral.
He said, I said, yeah, he might have been. I said, just a pinball machine. He said, no. You said you can't say that because you've been banging on about this Monster Bash for ages. Now you can't play your Monster Bash. So, all right, okay. So anyway, I played this game. He said, "Have a load of games." I played one game, and I was one instrument off Monsters of Rock.
Oh, there you go.
And then I got it.
Worth the fix.
I actually took a picture to send it to him. And then funny enough, I sent the picture to Craig to say, I think I almost got there. And I realized on the picture, I had got there. And actually, Monsters of Rock was lit on the picture I sent to him. And I drained the ball. So I didn't actually play out the final.
What, taking the picture?
Yeah. Yeah. But I didn't want to leave Martin waiting. To be fair.
Was he still on the phone?
No, but it was back and forth, you know.
Oh,
so
right,
it was.
okay.
So, but I had it trapped. I sent this thing to Craig and said I had the ball trapped on the flipper. A highly skilled pinball player, me, Spencer, as you will know. And
well, we certainly heard it today. Yeah, definitely.
It did. It's just all nonsense. So yeah, that was my story of Monster Bash, but it's so frustrating. It's and I totally understand about the remakes. I really do. But having said all of that, what a game!
Are you enjoying it?
It's amazing. It's one of the best games ever made. I just don't think it doesn't get any better than that. It
is good.
I like a mod. You can't get it. Collins said it. You can't get any mods in that.
Well,
I'm sure they produce some. I mean, it's packed. It's just packed.
What that needs, my friend, is an armor spray job. That's what that needs. It needs a little bit of armor, some of your tidy little airbrush work, or not yours personally, but a bit of orchestration.
Yeah. Well, we're actually we are looking to get some bespoke armor set up. So, for instance, what we were thinking of things like with Fish Tales. So, what we not only want to get the armor airbrush. So, if you've seen sort of things with Deadpool and with Jurassic Park, which has just gone to its new home as well, and Elvira, not just the airbrushing artwork. Actually, what we want to do is get the metal fabricated, and it's something that Spencer said. Why aren't you getting this stuff made yourself? So actually, things like for Fish Tales, we won't be able to do all of it, and it'll be one bit at a time.
I've certainly got new side armor in the plans for that all sorted out now. That's done. I didn't tell you this before.
Oh, have you done it?
Yeah. That's all done in Illustrator. Worked out all the bend angles and everything else. That's all done.
Right. Okay. So basically, just before we get technical, because I know it's like, because as you just heard with me, technical. Basically, so you've got the side hinges, the hinge that where the back box goes down. So on Fish Tales, for instance,
we've got two of those now.
Absolutely,
that's nice. Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, you got two on there. We'd make those rather than just that normal shape. There'd be a fish on Fish Tales, so that the two hinges would be fish, and then you have a powder coat. So, for instance, looking at Monster Bash, just the armor down the side. So, for instance, they've got instruments. One side might be a guitar, and the other one might be the saxophone or something else running along it. We would and just obviously you might be able to see it a little bit more there. So the armor would come down under and then go
So there's a button protector built into the armor. Yeah, that's
yeah. Now
that's
Stern do some of this stuff, but what we have doing at the moment is what Spencer's doing is getting our own set of schematics and technical drawings. So we've got the armor for Barry Williams, for Stern, and all that type of thing, and we're going to get some. We're going to have a little play around with it, and then get it designed, get the metal cut out, and then get them spray painted. And we got, I mean, even sort of like, with Cactus Canyon, funny enough, like almost like a couple of revolvers. So you'd have the revolver there, and then the bullet would be, Spencer said this, maybe a bullet going along, a trail bullet or something like that. So yeah, we're
keyboard design on the lock bar. Nice.
I like this. Here we go. Of course you are. You are. Crack open another bottle of beer, Cole.
Yeah, brace yourself, son. We're coming.
Yeah, he loves. As Cole says, he loves a bit of eye candy, and so do I. By the way, funny enough, there it is. I haven't even opened this yet. This has just come.
Oh, what have you got there?
It's a box.
That's nice.
Shall we look? Shall we do a live
unboxing
unveiling?
I hope it's pinball related. Not from that special website you use.
Mezzle Mods. Oh, she was very helpful. Like, maybe it was either a very helpful lady or a very helpful man with a lady's name. Whoever it was, they were very helpful.
Leslie, Tony, yeah.
I don't know. Together.
Like what have you got in there? Okay.
What?
Come on, I can't see.
Just some crap.
Wait, mind you, I've seen you put worse on a pinball. I can't see it. It's out of focus, mate. A bit further back. Oh, I know what that is. That's for Batman.
Yeah, it is. It is for the slings.
Whip them out of the plastic, sir. Whip them out of the plastic, sir. It's difficult to see them on camera without them with them in the plastic bag. That's nice. So that, if anybody doesn't know, on the Batmobile, on the above the driver and the passenger, on the very top of the Batmobile, that is the flashing light. I mean, you've got a couple of those. Whereabouts are they going on the machine?
On the slings.
On the
lights.
Of the
there's
slings.
two lights.
Okay.
That's not a good mime. There's two lights. Anyway,
I'll do a better mime. Go on, do some mime.
And I've also got some anodized stuff, which for just some screws and that they're a sort of like a candy purple sort of thing, which go really well with all the other stuff that Cole's made for Batman and stuff like that. So and I've got so some other things ordered and other things planned. That'll be fully pimped. I hope in time for Pinfest, playing beautifully as well. So yeah, always a good practice to get your machine serviced before you take them to Pinfest. You're fixing Deadpool.
I am fixing Deadpool. I'm going to sort out the girls on the playfield who have we've had a bit too much and have fallen off. But I'll tell you what, my imagination is running wild on Cactus now. I am going to pimp the living daylights out of that machine. It is going to be on steroids. On steroids, bespoke armor, everything.
Yeah, just some really beautiful stuff. But you know what? As I say, even it does. It's not going to lead. It's not going to lead. None of these machines need any of this stuff. In fact, you don't even need a pinball machine. But there is a difference between needing one and actually, we do all need pinball machines, which is why I've had many chats with many people who have got a bad pinball addiction, and I think.
Disease, it was called.
It was actually Tony when Tony bought Elvira. I think he described it to me, and I think I said a habit, or he said, I can't remember exactly. I think he said something like, "I ain't a habit, mate. It's a disease," and he was absolutely right, because as I was chatting with John today, we reconfigure our houses to get these things in. We change parts of everything that's happening. You see, come on, Spence. Look at yesterday. Let's be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
Right? It's ridiculous lengths that you go to enjoy these games is absolutely crazy.
For anyone who doesn't know, yesterday we spent about 2 hours setting up a studio in your front hallway so that we can film Cactus Canyon.
Yeah, we did.
Oh dear.
We did. We had, and well, what I mean, it was great. It was absolutely great. So look, we all do these things. I got to say, there's Gatesy, bless him.
Gatesy, yeah.
Bless him, Gatesy. Gatesy's coming to Pinfest.
Yay! Good man. Second year in a row.
Yeah. So, good man. He's not on his main Rob Gates account. He's on his Forge from Iron West Ham United account. Obviously, as being all posh. Hold on. And there's Andy. Hello, Andy. You all right, mate? Nice to see you. Andy's waiting on a very specific game to come over here to play. There's Tony. I saw that, mate. It's lovely. It's absolutely lovely playing. And I tell you what, there's something about these games, Spencer. It's just, before we go, let's just talk about those two games there. The Monster Bash and Attack from Mars. There's something very, very special about them. And I'll tell you a story about Monster Bash. My son, he's 13. I've got this sort of battle with him in terms of a technology and Xboxes and stuff like that. To actually, I want him to be more interested in pinball. I wish he would. I'd like to bring him along to some of these things. I want him, I find it strange. Sometimes he says, I'm bored and look what's at the bottom of the garden. Do you know what I mean? And I wish he was more into it. So anyway, we got Monster Bash. Fish Tales was in there. I think Fish Tales coming in sort of give him a little spark, really. And then what happened is my old man popped over. My stepdad, he came over, and it was a Champions League final. I said, let's watch a bit of football. Let's get a Chinese in. It was a couple of hours. So should we have a little pinball tournament? Now, he's the reason that I actually play pinball. I've said this story a few times. He was the one that when I was younger in arcades, he'd give me money to play pinball. And that's all. So let's have a little tournament. So my son, 3 generations, my old man, my son, me. And we play on each game, a 3-player game on each one. And we just sort of tally it up and whatnot. It was the first time Jakey had played Monster Bash. And he played it, and he almost, not Monsters of Rock, but he almost got to Monster Bash on his first ever game. And it was so evident to him what he had to do. And I think the visual stimulation of Dracula coming out, of Frank, at that point, Frankenstein was working. He was doing the Kellogg Williams in Frankenstein.
That's nice. It's nice when he does that.
Frankenstein's bride, who's, the head pops up, she speaks. And the
wife of Frankenstein, yes.
What?
Wife of Frankenstein.
Right, fiance of Frankenstein. That's what it should be. Yeah, concubine of Frankenstein. That works actually.
The concubine of Frankenstein. Yeah, it does actually. Doesn't it?
Frankenstein. And do you know what? And he just. So I think he realised what he had to do. The mummy bit at the back, and then it was just they started to light them on the playfield. And this is why I often think, Spence, the simplicity of the lighting on the playfield guiding you is really important. So, right. Okay, so what have I got to get now? Well, it's down the left. It's Creature. You've got to go and get Creature from the Black Lagoon. And he almost, one shot off Monster Bash, basically.
Wow.
He did it all. And here's the moral of the story. We played there. The next morning, I was up, and he basically got the keys to the back door. It was early. I said, what are you doing? He said, I'm going down to play Monster Bash.
Fantastic. That's what you want. That's what you want. Like I say, these games are crowd pleasers. There's a space for at least one of those in every collection.
That's true. That's true, and that's what that is it. And you can't force them. And it's as wonderful as we think these machines are. The new stuff, the Xbox and the PlayStation is so addictive, and the phones as well. They are so now. You ask any one of us in the chat, is a phone or an Xbox better than a pinball machine? Well, of course not. Not even close, is it? But it's funny. It's funny, and I'm not even convinced that all of it is nostalgia. I think there's something special with. A bit of hand-eye coordination, the catching, the hitting it. It's like striking. It sort of lends itself to sport. The flashing lights.
It's an organic process, isn't it? It's a purely mechanical process. You're not relying on somebody else's coding.
No, absolutely not. Right, we're gonna end it there. Do you think, Spencer? Anything else we were going to talk about?
I think we pretty much touched on everything. Watch this space as far as armor projects go. We'll be doing and announcing all sorts of exciting things with that. We've obviously got lots of footage of Cactus coming online soon. So keep an eye on the channel.
We will let you know. I'll find out. I wish I don't know the Tilt Facebook. Once I do, everything we've talked about, including Neil's tournament, the UK Open, the Tilt stuff, links to Pinball Heaven to get yourself a Cactus if you want one, because you'll want one. Tell you what, if you're in for a Godzilla as well, if you can only get one of those, you've got to dissect the very different games. But it's up there. It is a classic. It's going to be the only one in the UK. It's going to be the one at Tilt there. So get yourselves down. I know if you have said you will. We'll put all the details in the description below. If you don't know, because I know a lot of people do say what description below. Depends if you're watching it on a laptop or if you're watching it on a phone. There's a little drop down box just underneath. It will say description.
There's still more of this going on.
What? Oh, there's a lot of that. Box. Yeah, it's been that sort of show.
It's been a funny old day for that, really, isn't it? Funny old day.
Yeah. It absolutely has. I'll literally it's not there right now. Give me 10 minutes. I'll go and get all the links right now, and I'll put them all underneath. Keep your eyes out. There'll also be a review of it on Pinball Heaven YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed, get yourself subscribed over there as well, because that's where the review will come out. And myself and Spencer will be doing a separate one on this channel. Basically like a head-to-head dual doubles game, which is going to be a feature. Myself and Spencer are going to basically play every game that we can doubles, and then keep a tally of how much I beat Spencer by.
Okay. I think I'm in the lead already. I'm in the lead.
You're not in the lead. You're not in the lead.
I'm in the lead.
You're mistaken. Okay, here's why you're mistaken. The video that we filmed.
Yeah.
Of Fish Tales. No, but you didn't win that. What you did was, when I was in the kitchen and then I went out to get Jessica from school, that's when you posted your top score. That's not in our video. Our duel. I won our duel. We've done two duels. And I've won them both. There you go. No. I will concede you have the high score on that machine. But when we did head to head,
damn,
I beat you on Fish Tales. And I beat you. Damn. I bet you on that. I bet you on that.
No, you told them. You've ruined the video.
Oh, yeah. I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
I'll never do that again.
I was going to say that.
I'll never do that again. I'll never
ruin
that.
You can't get staff, can you?
You can't get staff. We've got plenty. Right, we're off. I've got to get the kids to bed. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. Thanks for tuning in. Really do appreciate it, by the way. And
don't forget to subscribe. We're very close to 2,000 subscribers. So
that'd be nice. I think hopefully most people are anyway. But yeah, really appreciate it. Lovely chatting pinball with everybody. Thank you to Craig for popping on. Give me 10 minutes and I'll put everything in the link. Spencer, thank you for joining me. Thank you for all your help yesterday. It's a massive help.
Yeah,
mate.
No worries, mate. Anytime.
Cheers, fella.